I'm here just to talk to you really about transition through those careers that I've had, but also the life lessons that I've learned and able to keep being motivated. And if I can leave you all, or one or five of you, just to be inspired, that's my job done. When I was 14, I had two dreams. One was to be in the military. I loved the idea of a supported career, somewhere that it had structure, had discipline, believe it or not, somewhere that I actually could believe I could be someone and get recognised for achievement. I wasn't academic at school, and actually school was something that really just didn't fit with me, like a lot of children. You're either academic, you can be creative. I was definitely the sporty one. I also had another dream, and that was to be Olympic champion, watching the Olympic Games in 1984. Sebastian Coe winning the 1,500 metres, and he just gave me goosebumps. I was at home during the summer holidays, and watching those Olympic Games made me believe that that was going to be my dream. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has aspirations and hopes. But not everybody realizes them. Not everyone actually takes that instinct inside them and goes, I'm going to go for it. And too many people, when they get to the end of their careers or a certain part in life, live with regrets. And if there's an if only, it's too late. I always said to myself, I'd never live with a regret. I'd give it a go. I'll try my best. If my best wasn't good enough, well, at least I tried. And that's really what I've done throughout my whole career, to realize those dreams and to get where I've got today. I joined the military. In fact, just down the road, there was an Army Careers Office. When I was 14 years old, the Army Careers Officers came round to our school. I knew that instant that I saw that video, that's what I wanted to do. They'd shown us the Navy. I couldn't swim when I was 14, so that put me off the ship at sea. They showed the RAF. They didn't show the planes flying. They showed the administration side, and not being very academic, it kind of switched me off. And then they showed us the soldiers screaming and shouting at the other soldiers who were going underneath the scramble net, over the 12-foot wall, swinging on that rope. I knew that's what I wanted to do. It was a fantastic life, a great career. In fact, I was in for nearly 10 years and coming out as a sergeant. During that time, I learned a lot about myself. As you can expect, discipline was discipline. It was yes, sir, no, ma'am. You had to learn to live with other people of all different nationalities, different backgrounds, different parts of the country, different parts of the world, different ambitions. But actually, that taught me a lot about myself. It told me how to communicate effectively. It told me how to respect other people. It told me how to try and trust people who are there to back you up. And more and more during that career, it taught me that I could actually strive to be the best I could be. My career wasn't that great in the Army. It wasn't brilliant all the time. I was told that I couldn't be the physical training instructor that I wanted to be. I joined as a heavy goods vehicle driver because that was all that was there as the choices. It was either a cook, working in an office, or driving a truck. So I chose to drive a truck. But my real dream was to be that physical training instructor. And after being told I wasn't good enough in sport because I could run fast, but I couldn't catch a ball, I was a little bit beaten up. So I put myself on every single course you can imagine to try and prove that I could be a good umpire, that I could actually be a team player, that I could actually be somebody who could lead other people. When I finally went into the British Army as a physical training instructor, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I worked hard, and I wanted to be the best. The Army had its transitions. I actually joined the Women's Royal Army Corps. In 1992, we amalgamated into the British Army, and that had a big impact on females in particular. There were a lot of challenges because from being in the Women's Royal Army Corps, a lot of the jobs went. And you had to transition to another career. Unfortunately, a big percentage of women lost their roles in the military. So they lost their dreams, their hopes of promotion, the careers that they set out aside them. But I knew that this was my dream. It was my chance to shine. I knew that I could be the physical training instructor I wanted to be. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to get people to be the best they could be, to be strong enough to fight. And I did. I'd given up my international athletics career to join the military. My coach, Dave Arnold, who lived in Tunbridge, was very distraught. I actually was an international athlete for about 4 years as a junior. My dream, as you know, was to be Olympic champion. 20 years later, I did it. The journey, of course, was good towards the end. Lots of ups and downs, as we all have in life. It was a big life journey, the roller coaster ride that we all have. Everyone has gone through a low point in their career, whether they've recognized it, whether they feel it every day, whether they're living with it now. We've all been through our low points. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, and we all try and fight to be the best we can be. I've had my downs. I had my highs. But every moment was a life journey. I discovered myself. It made me who I am to this day. I believe that everyone has this little gem inside them. Ladies, we love diamonds, don't we? If there's any husbands there, take note. There's a hidden gem in everybody, in every part of society. Within you, you have something special, something that somebody else next to you hasn't got. You're always going to be better at something than someone else, but sometimes we don't realize that. In 2008, after retiring from the athletics, I decided that I wanted to give something back, even more than I had before. I'd been a patron and ambassador of many charities. And I realized that actually the position I was in as an athlete, I could have a voice. I could make some changes. A big passion of mine was young people. Young people, trying to get the best out of them. They are our future at the end of the day. But there's a massive amount of young people that we overlook. We look in the street and we just hide from them. How many times have you seen that group with the hoodies on, grunting, groaning, don't look you in the eyes, and you're scared of them? But how many times you look at them and think, actually, one of you or all of you have a talent? Not many of us. I started the charity to try and do this.
If life is a race, then I was probably the last one to leave the blocks.
I put myself in care at a young age. I've been in trouble with the police, involved in drugs and alcohol.
My life wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. It came to a point where I was wanting to hurt myself, and it actually did come to a point where I was in hospital for a few days.
Didn't have much qualifications-wise, so I didn't have the best CV, if you should say, and a lot of people looked at it and just kind of threw it away and just thought, well, no.
So many things can hold you back, but all you need is just one person cheering you on from the side of the track. If life is a race, then I'd fallen behind, until I found a mentor, a guide. That's when it all changed. To learn from someone who's been there and done it, who life has punished, but who has still flourished. I'm just one of thousands who the trust has reached out to. And now look at the outcome. In life, I may have had a false start, but thanks to them, I will finish as a winner.
I stand on this stage having the privileged position to be able to shout about what I do. And I have 2 gold medals, but what's more important to me is the fact of what I do about that. What this voice has given me, making a difference to other people's lives, inspiring people to be the best they can be, motivating you to get out and do something positive. 300,000 young people later, 450 sports people who support all of our young people to get back into employment, training, or education. When I see them stand on the stage, from having seen them at the start with that hoodie on, to stand on the stage with their shirt and tie or their lovely dress, telling me that their life has just changed forever, you never know how that feels. I have the position to help and shout about other people, and that's what I try and do. My trust, who I've mentioned, the lovely Polly supporting my mother, the Hospice in the Wilds, who I also support for 20 years because my coach passed away there 2 years to the day that I won my 2nd gold medal. Myeloma UK, which my mother unfortunately has, which is cancer of the bone. And Mine UK, because I had depression, self-harm myself during my athletics career, all in the hope of trying to achieve my very best and to be the best I could be. Because in life, we're all human beings. We all try and challenge ourselves. We all try to get the best out of ourselves, and sometimes we get knocked back down. But my biggest point and the biggest thing that I want to leave you with is that you can be inspired by each other. We can all help each other if we have a voice. We should shout about things. We should ask for help. And that's what I try and do. And the only reason that I'm here today is because I had that one dream when I was 14 years old, and I refused to give up on it. And hopefully, anyone that knows me may be just inspired by one part of that life, just to show that it is possible to come from nowhere, or what people perceive to be nowhere, by being not good at school, by coming from a child home, by having a mixed-race family, by living in a council estate, by being knocked back down, being told you can't do it, being told you're not good enough. We're all good enough to be the best we can be for our life. I'd like to leave you with my Athens races. Hopefully that will inspire you, for anyone that remembers them, give you that fire in your belly to say that life is here for us to grab. Make the most of yours too. Thank you.
You join us just in time for the women's 800 metres final. Kelly Holmes is bidding for a medal, but which one will it be?
A real chance in this Olympic final for Kelly Holmes.
I think she's strong enough to double up. She's a strong athlete, and there's no reason why she can't get a medal in 2 events.
These last few moments really are nerve-wracking, but she's been in this position so many times now.
You have all those dreams and then something goes wrong, and I just thought everything's going too good and it's going to go away from me again.
Kelly Holmes attacking on the outside. What has Matola got left? Has Andrianova got anything? What about Miles Clark? Kelly Holmes fighting for the gold medal with her training partner Maria Matola. Kelly Holmes bringing it home for Britain. Can she get there? Come on, Kelly! One more yard. Come on, Kelly Holmes. It's gold. Kelly's won the gold for Great Britain. What a performance. You won it, Kelly. You've won it. Yes, you've won.
Olympic champion, you've been waiting a lot of years for this. You've finally done it, girl.
The final evening of athletics here in the Olympic Stadium.
That we're getting ever closer to the moment of truth for
Kelly Holmes has the chance to make history by achieving the middle distance double. It would be arguably the greatest ever achievement by a British athlete.
There's a new level of confidence with Kelly. She oozes it.
We're not going to hang the gold medal round Kelly's neck just yet because she's got a tough race, some difficult
I'm sure she can do it. I don't put too much pressure on her. I just told her the whole of Britain will be watching, so don't worry about it.
So can Kelly Holmes do it again?
Here comes comes Kelly Holmes.
There's a lot of pushing and shoving there. Thomas Shulman didn't seem to have much, but she's going to go with Kelly. Kelly coming on the outside, looks so easy. Has she got enough in the home straight? Hayetska tries to move out, but Kelly looking round to see where the danger is. There doesn't appear to be too much. Now she's got to push on. Now she's got to kick for home. Kelly Holmes going for 2 gold medals. It's going to be an historic second goal. What a performance!
That is the greatest performance in the history of British distance running. Kelly Holmes has done now, at the age of 34, what she's been threatening to do for the last 10 or 12 years. She is the double Olympic champion.
I'm just going to leave you with, life is what you make it. Have a good one. Thank you.